Hi everyone, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about how to complete the Isoelectronic worksheet. And you'll notice that there's a couple of examples already filled out for you, but I thought I would just show you here in how to use your periodic table to aid you in this task. So what I usually do is I write the Lewis dot structure for the element first. And I say, okay, lithium has one valence electron. So I know that lithium, it tends to give up that one electron in order to complete its octet. It's easier for it to give up one rather than gain 7. So in doing that, it will have a charge of +1. So remember, now it has more protons than it does electrons, so it has a +1 charge. When it has a +1 charge, it becomes a cation. All positive ions are called cations. So in that column, I'd like you to type out or write out the word cation. Then when I'm trying to decide what noble gas it is isoelectric with, meaning when it gains or loses electrons, it now has the same electron configuration as a noble gas, I use my periodic table. Now I take a look. Lithium is element number 3 on the periodic table. If it gives up one electron, I move back one space, and that brings me to element number 2. There we have it. There's helium. So when lithium has a +1 charge, it is isoelectronic or isoelectric with helium. So then in this column, I will put down helium. If I take a look at sulfur as my next example, sulfur on the periodic table, knowing that it is in column 6, okay, or 16, right? What I do is I go 1, 2, skip 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to determine how many valence electrons these elements have. I just look at the number at the top of the column. So sulfur has 6 electrons in its valence shell. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And when it is looking to form an ion, I know that it's a nonmetal, so it's most likely to gain electrons, but I take a look at what is the easier option for it to get to 8. Will it lose 6 to get to an inner full shell, or will it pick up 2? And we always go with our lower numbered option. So in this case, it's going to pick up 2. If it picks up 2, it has a charge of -2. All negative ions are called anions. Now, when I am trying to figure out when sulfur picks up 2 electrons, what noble gas does it most resemble? I go back to my periodic table. There's sulfur. If I pick up, I move ahead. Move ahead 1, move ahead 2, because it picked up 2 electrons. And we say that sulfur now has the same electron configuration, not the same number of protons and neutrons, but it has the same number of electrons as argon. So we say that sulfur with a charge of -2 is isoelectric with argon. So in that last column, I will click argon.